Original song written for Vini dos Santos.
That's so adorable. That's all that.
He's made it.
You know you made it when random people around the song you made up.
Yeah. 100%.
When I first seen this video, it really touched me because I do it for myself. I love surfing, but when people come with a lot of love and saying that they like what I do, it really touched me because I feel that I'm inspiring people around the world. So actually, I make difference in this planet. My name is Vinicius dos Santos. I am from Florianópolis, which is a little island south of Brazil, and I surf already 30 years of my life, and I became one of the big wave surfers of Nazaré. When I was about 3 to 4 years old, I grew up going to the beach with my father, and the first opportunity that I had, he pushed me into a few waves with my boogie board, stand up, and I made all the way to the sand. So I was natural. When I was about 10, 11, my family moved to Joaquina Beach, and that beach brought the best surfers of the main tour, like Kelly Slater, Mick Fanning, Andy Irons, in 2003. And it was real, it was right there. I could see Kelly, I ran to him, and I crashed his board with my fingers, and I had his walks under my nails. So having them around me, it was so real, that thing, that for me, I could picture that for my future, to be a pro surfer. I wasn't so talented for shortboard, but when the waves were big, during a contest, for example, I could make some hits just dropping waves that the normal kids wasn't dropping.
Ese verde, ese Vinicius dos Santos de backside, este competidor.
As a traditional family, they want me to study, and I ended up going to a federal university when I was 18. I was studying aquaculture engineering to be more close to the ocean, the water, to understand more about the science of the ocean. And I found a job as a lifeguard in Joaquina Beach, the place where I grew up, to put me closer to the beach in the surf zone. I like this coffee only because it's super fresh. My friend did the roast his own. They keep sending to me all winter long. Motivate me a lot in the cold mornings. So fresh. From Minas Gerais, the mountains of Brazil. Oh, Nazaré. So good. Door is broken. Get open from inside. What touched me about Nazaré is the way the people treat me. They love what I do and they're super glad about the whole process that happened here in Nazaré. Big waves brought the surfers from all around the world. There's bad things and good things about it, but mostly it's good because it's people that live by the tourism and their business are going good since this happened. It's bringing a lot of people to watch the waves and it's beautiful. I feel a lot of emotion when I'm standing out there in the cliff. Even if there's no like people surfing, there's a lot of action. So today is a very clean day. We come here very often in the morning. All the surfers meet here because we get the most clear vision about the conditions out there. The lighthouse is further there. We can see the lines coming, and here also I come and I pray for my friend. We have a little memorial here. He passed away in January and we are in the process of understanding everything because he was very important for the big wave community and it's part of life, but we try to understand because this can also happen to us. Because of the influence of the Mad Dogs, the Brazilian surfers, Danilo Couto, Yuri Soledad, and Márcio Freire, my goals back in that time was surf jaws and pipeline. So Márcio Freire was a truly Mad Dog. He was the pioneer of big wave surfing. Having him as a reference of a big wave surfer that ride bigger boards, big guns, and showing that he inspired me and he brought that reality to us. I worked 3 years as a lifeguard. I saved the money to go to Hawaii for my first time. By January 3rd, I was surfing pipeline, one of the best pipeline of that season, and I ended up breaking my feet in a half. The first feeling was that I was done. But the Hawaiian community, they helped me a lot. I couldn't walk in the board, that's why I needed the assistance. I made just enough money to get Kolomona drop me at the surf zone in Jaws. So I knew that I was ready. Even not being able to walk, just standing in the board. And that's what I did. I went to surf Jaws, Kolomona dropped me in the surf zone, and that was it. I realized my dream. I surfed Jaws with my broken foot. From the time I broke all the bones from my foot to the time that I surfed Jaws for my first time was 32 days.
Entra na roda, o maracadão me chamou pra bater palma e pra tocar tambor. Entra na roda, o maracadão me chamou pra bater palma e pra tocar tambor.
As the situation changed, there wasn't any big wave tour anymore. I decided to come to Nazaré. For a big wave surfer, Nazaré is the place to be. You get to see the biggest waves in the road. Everybody who is there watching the waves, it's impossible to not feel that emotions. It's almost like a suspense movie, like a drama. There's a lot of drama out there. The environment and the nature is very wild. So I came here as I want to get a better version of myself as a surfer. My next goal was just get the biggest wave I could. You gotta really dedicate every day here to be able to survive and getting used to get pounded. That's what I did. I every day paddled from the beach here because I also didn't have the support to get a jet ski. I didn't have any sponsor. I only had my board. Eventually, I'm gonna make it. If don't, if the ocean kicks me out, I can try come back the next day or in the afternoon. And that's what happened. That's how I start to build this understanding about the water dynamic, and I start to get more and more prepared to find myself in 2021, getting the best paddle wave of my life. Paddling into the wave and riding that, it was such a feeling of freedom. I had the feeling of flying from the peak of Nazaré, and I was riding that thing. So much freedom. As I did it, I just paddled back and I knew that was the best wave of my life. To be out there in Nazaré as a big wave surfer, you must want that so much. There is no room in your mind to not wanting to be there. You are in the present moment. Physically, you're gonna do everything that you are capable to get you ready for it. As the ocean is ready, there's no more time for training. It's time to act. It wasn't a very big day, and maybe it was like 10 feet, but some peaks, and the waves were hollow. The wave was coming, a nice peak to the right. As I was dropping, somehow in an unexpected way, I wiped out nosedive in the board. I fall really bad, on a very bad way, and the wave just hit the board, and the board went straight to my head, this tail. I felt that I had damage in my skill, and I started to panic. So I just paddle in, and I screamed for help, but I was walking in the sand with the blood in my face. I thought I was dying, but also people there thought I was dying. So they called the ambulance, and there was many fiberglass inside. They had to remove that before put the staples. I was pretty lucky to be here to telling this story right now. So after the injury, I was very traumatic, like in shock, but part of me wanted to get rid of this trauma. I just had to keep going. There was 14 days before I got the biggest wave of my life. That wave was the X day, like the main day of the winter. It was a very important day for me. I was teaming up with the best guys here. We were in the ocean holding our hands together and praying. I raised my hand, and Luca Shumbo was already driving towards to me. He knew that I was down to surf. He taught me in a few waves first. Few mushy waves didn't properly form and broke. And another big wave that I hit the bump, and I had a huge wipeout. And then this third wave came, and the spotter told, "The ocean is becoming dark." Lucas looked to me, and I shook my head, and we said, "Bora, let's go." He turned around the jet ski, and he put me in the biggest wave I ever surfed. There was a big avalanche coming behind me. I hit the water and I was able to bottom turn that thing, and I was happy enough to be alive. After that main injury, when I hit the board in the top of my head, I overcame and I ended up getting the biggest wave of my life, and maybe one of the biggest wave ridden here, or some say it's the biggest, I don't know. My understanding about my relationship with the ocean is that I'm just another fish in the ocean. Everyone is the same by the ocean view. If I prepare myself and dedicate my life for my goals to get a bigger wave, and the other guy can also do the same, and maybe he can get a bigger wave than me. But right now I got that big wave. Maybe I can get a better one. If I just keep surfing here in Nazaré, I'm gonna be happy all my life.